Anyway, here now with reaction is the House Judiciary Committee Chairman. He was leading the proceedings earlier today. Jim Jordan is with us, sir. Robert Hur testified that Biden willfully retained classified documents. He further went into detail about how, I just found more classified documents in the basement. Goes, gets them, and reads them to the ghostwriter. Did that guy have a security clearance, Mr. Chairman?
No, he did not, Sean, and you're exactly right. He retained classified documents. He disclosed the classified documents to an individual who did not have a security clearance, but he did have part of the contract for the $8 million to be the ghostwriter for Joe Biden's book. You know, you always go to motive. When there's unlawful activity, what was the motive? And Special Counsel Hur was clear. The motive was the book. He had strong motivations to ignore, these are the words of the special counsel, to ignore the procedures associated with classified documents because he was writing a book for which he got an $8 million advance. So that was the motive. And here's the kicker. Joe Biden knew the rules. He'd been in office now 50 years. He chaired the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He got daily intelligence briefings for 8 years as Vice President of the United States. He had been in the Situation Room hearing all kinds of classified information. He knew the law, he knew the rules, but he willfully, knowingly violated those because he was writing a book.
Okay, so you have a situation here where Joe Biden had 8 million reasons to do this, that he willfully retained classified documents. And what I'm hearing from Robert Hur is that he is incompetent to stand trial. And after all, the jury would probably see him as a nice, forgetful old man that doesn't know what day of the week it is, but he's going to run for president? How do you juxtapose that?
I don't know how you do it, but you're exactly right. Joe Biden's conduct met all the elements of the crime, but because he's a forgetful old man, we're not going to bring charges, and we'll just go from there. It makes no sense. Here's the other thing I think is so important. You hit on this, Sean, in your monologue. This is so important. There've only been 3 people really run for president in the last 3 cycles: Hillary Clinton, President Biden, President Trump. All 3 were accused of mishandling classified documents, but only one is getting prosecuted by Jack Smith, this guy who's been on an agenda to go after President Trump and went after Republicans before he went after President Trump. So that is the thing I think that stands out. This double standard that so many Americans see that is wrong because it's supposed to be equal treatment under the law. Hillary Clinton can take a hammer to documents and use bleach bit. Joe Biden can give classified information to the guy who's writing his book and nothing happens there, but they go after President Trump. Makes no sense because it's wrong.
He testified that Biden's ghostwriter destroyed the evidence when he was named special counsel. They were able to recover a lot of that, maybe all of it. I didn't get the full picture on that.
Yeah, they recovered it, but the fact that he destroyed it, if that's not obstruction, and you're right, Sean, he did it after Robert Hur is named special counsel. So it's like, oh, Shazam, there's a special counsel. I'm going to delete this stuff. I'm going to get rid of it. Nothing happens to him. But go to the Trump situation. Some guy moves some boxes. This is alleged. It's not proven. Somebody moves some boxes, and he gets charged with President Trump. Once again, a different standard. And that is, again, that is what is so wrong with this and what's so frustrating, I think, to the American people.
Well, how could they be? I mean, if the guy is, he's not capable to stand trial, if he's incompetent to stand trial, we'll just charge the guy that is competent. Wow. What a great justice system. Congressman, very revealing today. Great job. We appreciate you being with us. Thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.